morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is in your part of the world. Thank you for joining us. My name's Cohen. This is John Madere here, back on the bass guitar. Michael Williams on the electric. My friend Alex Alfortish on the drums. We've got a lot of musicians across this project. Just great friends of mine and killer players. I'm so excited to have them here. Just doing their thing. I think Michael wrote this song like 20 seconds ago. We have a new lineup of pedals here today. If you were around for last week's set of videos, we plugged into about 15 or 17 other ones and brought them into a recording studio to track a song that I wrote like 2 days before, and it was kind of madness. So here we are, our crazy selves are doing it again. And without further ado, we're going to start plugging up and playing through some of these, so stick around. All right, here we are. We're going to play through some of these pedals and definitely stick around at the end of the episode because we're going to be giving a lot of them away. John is playing through an OP1 right now. And we're going to take a look at the Alexander Space Force, which is part of their new Leap series with 8 times higher DSP processing than their former Neo series. If you're not familiar with Alexander pedals, they have a huge lineup of digital devices that are really special. Matthew Farrow is a brilliant designer, so I'm really excited to see where he's gotten with this. True stereo ins and outs. There's a monitor where you can control all the parameters and really see what you're doing on the screen. It's always handy to have. 32 onboard presets. It has 8 modes of reverb, plate, hall, spring, pitch, lo-fi. There's a mode with reverb and delay. There's really a lot going on inside a small enclosure here. So we're excited to check it out. Let's hear a few sounds, John. Wow. All right. All right. Moving on, we have the Pinebox Custom Sirens. I'm going to get my friend Alex here to help me turn some knobs. What's up? All right. This is an all-analog chorus vibrato. This is actually the Sirens V2. I know that they added soft switching and the lag control down here. Yeah, goes even further. You can get some really like delayed chorus vibrato sounds. There's also a gain circuit that adds some overdrive on the tails. It's beautiful sounding. Just the little time I've spent with this pedal so far, I've really loved everything that's come out of it. Heck yeah. High five. Really excited about this one. My friend Clint at Deep Space Devices sent in a giant version of his pedal Dust. And let's go ahead and kick it on. what you were just hearing was this gnarly fuzz pedal that has an oscillation circuit. I don't even know exactly how to describe what's going on in this pedal. I believe there's a PT2399 chip, so you can hit the secondary foot switch and engage the oscillation on the pedal. And my friend Alex over here, hey Alex, was turning the knob to manipulate the oscillation once it was engaged. So very interesting fuzz pedal for sure. And check it out, Deep Space Devices. All right, so yeah, next up we have the Lifer from Foul Sounds. MOSFET distortion, sounds really good. It has mid-range controls, tone controls, very wide range of gain inside here, and a second half of the pedal revolves around the 3 oscillators that you can tune independently to create chords or together on the same tone, or you can just make madness. It has a delay circuit for just adding some more interesting texture to the oscillations, and its own independent volume control for the oscillations as well. Let's just hear what the distortion sounds like alone. Low gain. Let's gain it up. All right, let's get those oscillators involved. Bravo, Michael. Man, freaking yeah. All right, well, now we're going to take a look at the Demi-Dash T120 V2 tape voice delay. It has a modulation section like no other tape voiced echo that I've ever played. Really does the random tape warble fluttery sound extremely well. You can just get some workhorse tape delay sounds out of it. Absolutely super lo-fi murky stuff. It does glitchy jumps, fluttering stutters, all of that. I have a setting here that I like a lot. Let's just hear what this sounds like here. I think Brian Eno just entered the building. That is lovely. All right. Next we have the Native Audio Ghost Ridge Reverb. This is such a nice little compact reverb. It's got 4 modes: room, hall, plate, and spring. They all sound lush and fantastic. You got nice modulation on it. We're going to hear a little bit from the plate and the room on this. Can you kick that on, Alex? Let's hear the room sound. Oh, that's very nice. Matoverse, just a phase. You know, pedals are so complicated nowadays. Sometimes you just need a phaser. See what I did there? You have depth control, speed control, and lots of waveforms to select from. But you can see the pictures all around it. It's very convenient. And sometimes you want a smooth, flowy phaser. Sometimes you just want to chop stuff up, you know? And sometimes you just want to get mental. This thing can do all of those. Let's hear some sounds. Almost ring mod territory.
Why close one eye and try to pledge allegiance to the sun when plastic ghosts start terrorizing everyone? And even if this hall collapses, I can stand by my pillar of hope. It's just a case of flash delirium.
What you just heard was me and Phoebe playing a little MGMT through the wonderful audio technology Ancient Echoes. It's a blend of reverb and delay. You get really cavernous sounds out of it, and it has this like lo-fi grainy wash and oscillation that you can get into that's just really nice. There's a lot of very cool textural stuff in this reverb. And we were running the vocals through this pedal by using the Eventide mixing link, which is a super handy utility pedal that lets you plug any XLR input and converts the impedance so you can run your vocals or a snare or pretty much anything that you want to put a microphone on through pedals or any other effects at instrument level. So thank you for sending that in. My guitar was running through the Stony Tony here by 36 circuits, and it's a double phaser. It also has some interesting other things up its sleeve. We're actually going to dig into that a little bit more right now. You've got your two different tempos here with the googly eye knobs, and you've got the different lights that pulse at the different tempos, so you can have one slow and one fast. You can get a lot of different variations in sound. It's very warm, very lush sounding phaser. And Tony has something in his mouth. What is that, Tony? What you got there? Oh, I don't know if you're supposed to have that, man. Well, I'll allow it just this once. There's also Jesus mode, which pretty much just blows your signal to shit. So, in a really interesting way, though. I'm still learning this pedal. Let's check it out. I'm gonna jump on and play a little guitar myself here because Michael is not in the room anymore. So I guess I got to get my hands dirty. Up next is the Pandora Fuzz from Cytec. These are hand-wired pedals made in Poland by a husband-wife duo, Hania and Andy. Hey guys. The Pandora is an octave fuzz. It's a very nice sounding octave fuzz. And the little that I've gotten to play with it so far, you've got both a asymmetrical clipping mode and a symmetrical to germanium clipping mode. It gets pretty high gain. That's a tone control and a color control as well. Let's roll up the volume knob in here, a little bit like what this sounds like on bass. Moving on, we have the weird noise pedals. Fuzz It, aptly named. It's a really nice sounding germanium fuzz. I mean, no nonsense, as a lot of us like our pedals. One knob for volume, and it has a toggle switch where you can add a silicon fuzz into the circuit, and it gets extremely high gain. You can get some really nasty, almost broken fuzz sounds out of it. Right now we're in the germanium mode. I'm gonna hop on bass and pull some sounds out of it. All right, the ground control audio, Noodles. This was on my top pedals of 21 list for a reason. I mean, very handy Swiss Army knife, boost preamp pedal. There's a good bit of gain on tap, and you've got bass, middle treble controls, and you can really pretty finely tune the areas in those frequency ranges that you really want to emphasize. You can engage them one at a time or all at the same time. Let's hear what happens when we do a nice mid boost here. Let's try beefing up the low end. Let's get some brightness added in that. Let's add the lows and the mids into that. It is getting late. We've been working hard over here. We have one more pedal left to run some sounds through, but it's one we've been looking forward to, the Empress Reverb. This is my first experience with it. I've always wanted to play this pedal. Multi-mode, enormous sounding reverb just from the little bit of time that I've had to plug in and play with it. There's some really interesting modes like beer, and the reverse mode is like already one of the coolest reverse reverb modes that I think I've ever heard. Let's just kick it on, and we are in ghost mode. Let's see what this sounds like. There are thing 1 and thing 2 controls, which do different things in each mode depending on what you have selected. Let's check out reverse reverb. That is incredible. And you can make and download user-made patches. Empress has always been really ahead of the curve when it comes to digital pedals, and the Zoya and their compressor are the two pedals that I have the most experience with. So I'm really stoked to dig into some more of their epic pedals like this. So, all right. I think that's going to do it for us for tonight. We're going to close out with a jam and stick around just a little further to figure out which pedals we're going to be giving away on this episode. But thank you guys so much for sticking around and tuning in. And thank you again to all the musicians and all the players and interns and crew and everybody that's working really hard on this project. And of course, all the companies that are pitching in. So I will see you guys soon.